Get in here, 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 get in here. Again, I don't know why I feel the need to rap every time I get on a video, but because it's clearly not my thing. Anyway, so I am working on 4 football tables at the moment. Washington Commanders, Dallas Cowboys, Seattle Seahawks, and Philadelphia Eagles. What I am doing is learning more about football because I am not a football fan. I'm a basketball player fan. Let that sink in. Basketball players. Anyway, so what I typically do is I have made about 40 tables and not one table is the same. I'm super proud of that. So I put some thought into it. So normally I don't print out what I'm going to do, but I kind of know what I'm going to do. In my mind, I go back and look at my old tables, trying to get some ideas from that. And so this is the design that I'm using for this table. As you can see or may not can see, this table is half burgundy and half gold. So on the gold side, I'm going to put half a burgundy football. And on the burgundy side, I'm going to put the Washington Commanders logo in gold. Pretty, right? Again, let me take y'all along for the visual. And it's for a guy, customer named Dexter. Y'all see it. All right, so first thing we need to do is get ready to print. I have my vinyl here. I have burgundy and I have gold. It's already made in Design Space, so all I have to do now is to tell Design Space, let's make it. This is the hard part. So you go to make it. Again, it's already created. If you know anything about Design Space, you know that takes time. We'd be here all day if I did a video on that. So not. So I want to do the gold side first, which means I have to print out everything that's burgundy, which is the half of football and the background of the W, the Commanders logo. So as you can see on my screen, it's here. It tells me how much of the vinyl I'm going to need, which is 9.5 wide and about 8. So let's just say it's just a full sheet. All right, let's just say it's just a full sheet. All right, so let's get that out of the way. So right next we go, the Cricut machine is a cutting machine. People get it confused. All it is a cutting machine. It cuts the things out that you want to need. So because this is not going on clothes, you don't have to mirror the design. Typically, like when I did this, all my Tammy Streaker stuff, you have to mirror it. It's a whole different process. So for today's purposes, we're going to put it on our sticky mat. You line it up evenly. All right, and this is what it looks like. These mats come in different sizes. I don't need a bigger one, but this is what it looks like. So now you're going to load it into the my Cricut Explorer 2. You have to go back to Design Space and click Continue. Now, right now, it's looking for the actual Cricut machine. So it's telling me, now it's asking me, what is it? Is it premium vinyl, this is what you have all these selections. And I put the ones that are most commonly used for me. So I'm going to select premium vinyl because this is what this is. And it's telling you to load it. You hit the load button. Make sure it's secure. It's in there. Hit the Cricut blinking light. And now it's going to print. All right, so that's the first thing we do. The next thing we have to get it ready to, once it prints, we have to use our weeding tool. Now you either love or hate weeding. I like weeding, a lot of people don't. It's the small weedings that's a lot, but for this won't be so bad. So you need your picker and your scraper and your transfer tape. I'm gonna show you how to do all of that once this is printed. Y'all see it over there cranking, my Cricut machine over there cranking. Crank it out, crank it out. Crank it out, crank it out. All right. I tell you, I pride myself on being organized in this room. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. So it's telling me now it's like 30%, 32% done. So again, this is what it's printing out right now. It's printed out the burgundy, because Cricut only prints by colors. So if I had one color, it would be so much easier. But because I don't, it ain't. It's printing out anything burgundy, so it's going to do this football, which I'm going to put on the gold side, and then the background of the W, which is going to go on the burgundy side, but I'm going to put white under it so it can really show too. So we're not going to do the gold just yet because I want to do one color at a time, kind of look at it, see if I like it. So that's what it's doing right now, printing out the burgundy. Once it does that, then I'll load the gold in and it'll print out the gold. And then I have a white going on, so I need to grab my white so I can print out the white. So, there you go. So that's finished. So let's load it out. Take it off the mat. I'm going to put it over here for right now because I'm going to show you how to wean it. So next is I want to print out the gold. So I'm going to go back over here. Click the edit on here. It's already on the screen, but I want to make sure I have enough gold loaded on my mat. So it's saying it's 10 width and 6 height. So again, for today's purposes, I'm just going to load, let me see if this will work. Sometimes I have pieces that work. Like this will probably work. This is not a whole set, but I want to measure it out. So all we need is a 6 height and 10 width. So this one can work. So let's go ahead and put this one in the mat. All right, it's on here, stuck on here. Put it in the thingamajig, hit go, and it's gonna print out the gold. Here, I gotta tell Cricket to cut it. Get the cutting, Cricket, get the cutting. I also just realized I have a white background for the logo just so it can pop a little better on the burgundy color. So I'm gonna have to do a load of white too. All right, so I try to typically have everything cut out before I start my process. So there you have it. So again, as you can see, one half the table is gold, the other half is burgundy. And again, when I come up with these things, I just decide at the moment if it's going to be diagonal. Sometimes it's all one color, sometimes it's 3 colors. I mean, it just depends on what I feel like. And remembering what I've already done. I don't want to repeat the process. Like this one here, this one is burgundy and gold. Burgundy on one side, gold on one side. But typically I do burgundy here and gold here. I mean, I kind of switch it up, but this one is just that. That's what I decided today. No rhyme or reason for it. That's just what I decided to do. All right. So now we're done with the gold. Let's take that off. So what we're doing next is a white background for the logo. So I don't have pre-cut sizes for that, so I have to cut out the amount that I need. So it says I need about 7.5 width and 6 height. So let's go cut it out. So again, let's look at it again. 6.5 width. So this is my cutting little board. All right. So you already know this is going to be long enough. So I'm mainly focusing on the width of it all. And it says, again, 6.5, 5.5 actually. So I take my little doohickey, measure out to 6 just to make sure I have enough. All right. Oh, I got to do it the other way. All right, let's see. No, I can do it this way. All right, 6. We're going to see. Normally I do it the wide way, but I'm going to try to do it the vertical way today. Got this. Move this thing out the way. We don't need any more vinyl. So we don't need that either. So we can move that out. I always put this thing back on when I'm not using it simply because I don't want it to lose its sticky. So we're going the long way. Remember before I did the wide way, this way I'm doing a long way. Typically I've never done it this way. But based upon how it looks on the screen, it looks like I can. So I'm going to do it. Let's see. All right, done. I'm going to put it in. Let's hope it works. I've never done it this way, so we're going to see. All right, so while it's printing out, we're already 10 minutes in. I'm gonna stop here and do a fast video of when I cut out the vinyl because that takes so long and I don't want to sit here and be on this video all this time. So this is part 1 of the Washington Commanders table for Dexter. I will be back because I'm gonna speed it up, but I'm gonna show you what I'm doing. It's gonna be real fast, like all right, part 1, part 2 coming.